Ever wonder why liberals seem extra unhinged lately? Well, guys, it's not just your imagination. Trump has been back in office for less than a month. Democrats are already in full psychological meltdown mode. Therapy lines are forming, MSNBC hosts are glitching, and the woke mind virus is spreading fast, and it's only going to get worse. In this video, we're going to get into how Trump's policies are what's behind this left-wing psychological meltdown crisis, with some tips for MAGA people to get the most entertainment value for your buck. Let's get into it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't already, join the RPW Media family and become a subscriber to the channel. Hit the notification bell, smack that like button, because it does help us get our message out to more people. All right, let's talk about what's happening in liberal America, because guys, it's not pretty. It's not pretty. According to USA Today, progressive commentators over at MSNBC are having full-blown psychological breakdowns over Donald Trump. Yes, the same Donald Trump who's been back in office less than a month. Nicole Russell, who wrote the piece, says, progressives know how to talk only to themselves while discounting and insulting the many Americans who voted in this past election for wholesale change. She's right. Now, if you think that sounds dramatic, just wait. The Daily Beast is even admitting that Washington, D.C. is experiencing a psychological crisis over Trump's policies. Mental health professionals are saying Democrats are literally flooding their offices, suffering from anxiety, insomnia, chest pains, and get this, panic attacks. They're panicking, guys. What exactly are they panicking over? Trump keeping his campaign promises? The fact that DEI initiatives are circling the drain? According to Dr. Glenn Burnett, an internist from Jackson Hole, some liberals are reacting so intensely to Trump's return that their symptoms are being compared to the collective trauma Americans experienced after 9/11. You heard me. Liberals are treating Trump like a terrorist attack. You almost have to admire their dedication to hysteria. But let's get real. We sat through 8 years of Obama, survived Hillary Clinton's unhinged 2016 meltdown, and somehow managed without therapy dogs or safe spaces. Meanwhile, Trump walks back into office and suddenly half of Washington needs an emotional support hotline. You know, at this rate, they're going to have to diagnose an entirely new condition, post-traumatic Trump disorder. The prescription, less MSNBC, more reality. And the reality is, Trump isn't just back. He's taken a wrecking ball to everything the left has built for themselves. That's why they're losing their minds, guys. They're losing everything. Take diversity, equity, and inclusion. A CBS poll just confirmed what we already knew. 61% of Americans want it gone. And 16% think Trump isn't going far enough. Now, those are my kind of people. The left thought that they could force feed woke nonsense to the American public forever. But guess what? The country is rejecting it in record numbers. And speaking of rejection, can we talk a little bit about that viral Democrat rally? You know, the one where they tried to start a chant and they completely botched it? Give it a watch.
Stand with you in this fight, and we will win. 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 We won't rest. We won't rest. We won't rest. We won't rest. Thank you, everybody.
Oh, my gosh. I love that when it was like a bad improv group doing an SNL skit with no script, when somebody just randomly switched to, we won't rest. We won't rest. Guys, if you can't even coordinate a 3-word chant, how do you expect to run a country? Oh, my goodness. So here's where it gets really interesting. Studies have shown that for years, liberals, especially white liberal women, struggle with serious mental health issues. Now, Pew Research did a study recently that showed that millennial men today are more conservative than men at their age usually are. Not as conservative as they were in 2000, but more than normal now. The women, radical, woke, leftists. So a Pew Research study found that 56% of white liberal women aged 18 to 29 have been diagnosed with a mental health disorder. Now compare that to just 28% of moderates and 27% of conservatives. In other words, over half of young white liberal women are literally diagnosed with a mental health disorder. So when guys go, her problem is she's crazy, they're probably right. And that brings us to a bigger point. What is leftism itself? It's a form of psychological disorder. I believe that leftism is a mental disorder and an evil ideology because one day Satan was urged to fashion a way of life to help him conquer the world. Responding greedily, he named it liberalism. And over time, Satan renamed it leftism because liberals became people that conservatives could possibly get along with over time. So he amped it up and made the craziest, most radical libnuts ever and called it leftism. Now, there's a 40-year study of Marxists and leftists where the research led to a field called political ponerology, what actually means the study of political evil. And the conclusion was leftist leaders tend to be psychopathic manipulators obsessed with controlling others. Now, what political party does that sound like today? Now, for years, conservatives have suspected this. The modern leftist isn't just full of anger, miserable, emotionally unstable people. It's now backed by science. And proof? They're skyrocketing psychotherapy bills. Okay, as promised, here are the top 7 ways to enjoy a liberal meltdown like a true MAGA patriot. Number 1, pop that popcorn. Nothing pairs better with liberal tears than a buttery snack. Every time MSNBC says, threat to democracy, you'll take a handful. You'll be full before the first commercial break, but it'll be great. Number 2, Trump bingo. Grab some friends and make a drinking game out of it. Squares include, Trump is literally Hitler. Our democracy is in danger, and this is unprecedented. The winner gets a MAGA hat. The loser has to watch The View. Number 3, doom scroll for laughs. X, is a goldmine of unhinged takes. Search Trump anxiety and enjoy an all-you-can-eat buffet of liberal suffering and tears. Bonus points if you can find someone swearing that they're moving to Canada. Again, number 4, collect the best crying clips you can find. Compile a highlight reel of MSNBC meltdowns, blue check rants, and Trump broke me TikToks. Then set it to Eye of the Tiger for extra effect. Number 5, wear red just to watch them squirm. A simple red hat, even without a MAGA logo, will send liberals into a panic. Watch them clutch their oat milk lattes in terror as they assume you're there to destroy democracy. Number 6, pretend to be concerned. With a straight face, ask a liberal if they're coping okay with Trump's latest move. Offer them tissues and whisper, it's going to be okay. For us. Number 7, finally, enjoy the free therapy sessions. Liberals are basically giving away free comedy at this point, guys. Treat their public meltdowns as a therapy session for you. Laughter is the best medicine after all. So just remember, next time a liberal starts melting down over Trump, DEI, or whatever today's outrage is, just remember, it's not political. It's psychological. And now we have the science that says they're not okay. Stay strong, stay MAGA, and enjoy the show. All right, thanks for watching. Hit that notification bell if you want to be kept up to date with the latest psychoanalytical news from the DNC. I'll see you in the next one. Spread the word.
It's hard to understand why some people put their head in the sand in a world so cold where hearts are stone.